is The Scorch Trials by James Dashner. This is the second book in the Maze Runner trilogy. This book was really cool. I really enjoyed it. I really liked the Maze Runner so much, and I just needed to read the next book straight away. So I got this straight away, and here it is. I read it. It's cool. And the Maze Runner is about this boy named Thomas who wakes up in this lift, and then the lift doors open, and he goes out onto this place called the Glade, and the Glade is basically this big field that's surrounded by these big walls, that's surrounded by this big maze, and lots of big stuff there, isn't there? And inside the maze are these boys who don't know why they're there, just like Thomas, who was in the lift. Did I say his name? I don't remember. And they're trying to figure things out, trying to get out of the maze, trying to survive, and all that other jazz, and it's dystopian, it's cool. I loved it so much. This is what happens immediately after what happens in that book, so I'm not going to tell you that much about what happens. I will say, however, that if you thought things were hard in the maze, things get even harder in this Scorch Trials. It's scorching, you know, scorching. So there are plenty more mysteries to be solved, plenty more things that we need to know what's going on, because things aren't being explained to us, and Thomas doesn't know what is going on, and really exciting, really cool. This book is slower than the first book. The first book was amazing. This book is slower. I think it's because the first book was really suspenseful, but it had lots of action, especially in the second half. This book is very suspenseful as well, however, it does not have as much action, and a lot of the action and a lot of the events that happen are kind of strange. They have this kind of intense weirdness to them, you know, like this bizarre what the hell just happened kind of thing going on, and not like in a shocker kind of way, in a what kind of way, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's still good though. I really enjoyed it. It's still really fun to read. But it's not as good as the first book, as so many books seem to be in series. I really should know how to say that. But yeah, I really like this. I recommend it to you, and I give it 4 out of 5. So that was my review. Now we're going to get into the book talk. This book talk part of the video is going to be full of spoilers, because we're going to discuss this book. So if you have not read this, then shoot. No, I'm polite. I have a mother who taught me right. So that rhymed. Yeah, so if you have not read the book, then you should say your adieu and shoo. No, I'm polite. Bye. Have a wonderful day. I'm taking too long with this, so that, yeah, let's get on with the book. So this is kind of going to be like a bad book talk, where I talk about all the things I didn't like about this book, and that's just because this book has, I think, the fundamentals, the basics that the Maze Runner had, except it added all these little sprinkles of things that didn't belong, you know? It was so much potential, but it fell short, and I think the two reasons that it did fall short were Teresa and Brenda, right? The two girls, the two love interest people for Thomas. I mean, I'm so glad that there was not a romance in the first book, and I mean, there wasn't even a romance in this book. It was, I don't even know what to call it. It wasn't a romance. It was some weird stuff going on with both Brenda and Teresa, and it was just strange. Things were just strange up in this business. Brenda was just over affectionate from the get-go. Like, you meet her and she's like in love with Thomas. It's like, whoa, have you? Yeah. And then Teresa was like anti-affectionate. She was just not affectionate at all. She was mean. She was trying to kill. No, she wasn't. I don't know. She was being really bad, and she was betraying Thomas. And I mean, don't even start on that stuff that happened. That's just, ooh, goodness. Move on to something else. Okay. A lot of people have said that Thomas and the people in this book sleep a lot, and I understand the people need to sleep in books because, you know, to make time go by and to make you understand that, you know, the days are going by. However, if you don't want it to be noticed that your characters are sleeping all the time, then you should not make it so blatantly obvious and highlight it. What am I doing with my hands? You stop. Okay, Thomas so many times said, I don't know how I can sleep. I couldn't possibly sleep. I can't believe this person is sleeping because I don't know how I can sleep. And then he sleeps. Like, seriously. Oh my goodness me, that was so annoying. I was so annoyed by that. Thomas, shut up about not being able to sleep, and then you sleep. Just stop. Just go to sleep if you want to go to sleep. Don't make a big deal about it. Don't make a diva. Just go to sleep. Let's talk some more about Thomas, okay? Because this book, just like The Maze Runner, was all about Thomas. Thomas was the star of the show. I think James Dashner has like a crush on him or something. But the other characters were also, they were in the background again, which was kind of annoying. But I mean, it was expected. But Thomas was a little bit, a smidgen more annoying than the first book. In this book, I still liked him a lot. But I would have liked to see some Mino and Newt some more because they were really cool and I really liked them. And I don't know, stop with your love fest about Thomas, Mr. Dashner, because I don't want to know so much about him. His sleeping patterns are drilled into my brain. I don't want to know them anymore. So there was like lots of really, really strange, unexplained, really weird stuff that happens in this book. The first one I'm talking about is Brenda, right? I said before that Brenda is really affectionate towards Thomas. She's like in love with him. And I know he's special, his name's all over town and all that other stuff, but I mean, why? Why do you like him so much? Like, I don't know. Why was she so needy? That was never explained. I've never met someone so needy and so affectionate in my entire life. It was just really weird. It was strange. I was like, I don't know, why? It was so bizarre. Like, you didn't explain it, and it was so bizarre. It just was really strange. The next thing was, why did they need to go dancing? Like, they got captured, right? Kind of got captured. Before they got actually captured, like, tied down and stuff, they went dancing and got drunk, right? And, like, their captors made them go down. Like, they were like, you're going dancing. You're going down into this underground thing, and you're gonna go dance, and you're gonna get drunk, and what? That was just so weird. It was so bizarre again, and I didn't understand why the hell it happened, because it didn't make sense. It was just strange, and what? The next thing is Teresa, right? Teresa, this whole thing about betraying Thomas, like, she was told by, what are they called? The people that are controlling this whole thing, they're called something is good. What is that thing that's good? Wicked. Wicked is good. Wicked told Teresa that she needs to do this thing to Thomas where she betrays him and she takes him to this place where he goes into this place and steam comes out or whatever it was, and then, you know, something happens. Apparently nothing happens because all that happened was he went into the thing, steam came out, he came out again later on, and that was it. Like, that's all. Like, what? She needed to betray him so that he could be betrayed. Is that all? Was it not? Was taking him to a chamber in the middle of nowhere for no reason at all? And then the whole betrayal thing itself, like, the thing was so convoluted that I was even confused about whether I trusted her or not. I was like, I don't even, like, she told him before it happened that, you know, things were gonna happen, it was gonna get strange, that, you know, he should just trust her. But I was like, does she like that other person? Was she with him before? Was she lying when she, like, communicated with him telepathically? What was going on? I was just so confused because it was so strange that I didn't know what was going on. So many bizarre things happened in this book, but I mean, I still enjoyed it. It was still fun. It was so much potential. It could have been just as good as Maze Runner, if not much better than it was, if, you know, all this weirdness had been at least clarified a little bit. Like, you know, there'd been some reason to this crazy rhyme. So yeah, I did enjoy it a lot. I feel like I've just been ranting about how terrible this book is, but I really, really enjoyed it. I don't know. It was good. I said I give it 4 out of 5, so I do like it. Really enjoyed discussing this book with you. If you have any things to say about this book, then please tell me in the comment section below, because I would love to discuss them with you. And yes, this is all. I will see you later. Bye! When Thomas was in the maze, it was so exciting, guys. Oh my gosh, that's when things started to get real. And real exciting, because he was in the maze, and there were creepers chasing him, and it was so intense. And he was like pulling people up against the wall and running, and like